যে আনিল প্রেমাদান পরম কাছো
Everybody, today is the initiation ceremony at Govardhan. That is Krishna Balram's Shilas at Bhaktivedanta Ashram in Sri Giriraj. Big Giriraj.
Thank you very much. Govardhan. Desires of the contours over here. to Bhaktivedanta Sadhana Ashram. I feel very happy that so many senior Vaishnavas have come here together. Give Kesha Bharti Prabhu a no, yes, you should know. The purpose of this ashram to speak about, I'm not sure if I want to speak last first, but I think I'll speak a little first and then a little last. I thought that some things have to be said on this day, and I can say what I think is one of the subjects that I need to talk about, and I will request each of our senior Vaishnavas to speak. If you want to speak for 2 minutes, that's fine. If you want to speak for 5 minutes, that's fine. Any more than 5 minutes, do it at your own risk. Up to 10 minutes is okay. Not too much longer because we started late. As far as being late, I must apologize that I was not so well this morning, and last night and I could not rise early, so it was late to come up here in time, and I apologize for that. Is everybody here all right? So I apologize for delaying it, but I thought also that it's not such a loss because everyone's ready over there. So I think some of the topics that we can speak about, given the fact that one thing we hear today, Srila Bhaktivedanta, someone may wish to speak a few words about his glory, speak about Srila Prabhupada, because he is the inspiration for this place. And we can speak about the importance of initiation, different initiation ceremonies taking place. And speak about the importance of this ashram. Someone may wish to speak about the value of this ashram. And any other topic which you may choose to speak about, with the understanding that by the Sadhu Sangha, we all become beneficial. So, first of all, I will request His Holiness, Jayadvaita Maharaj, to speak. And feel very good. Brahmachari assistant to the spiritual master for so many years, given in a real way. Prabhupada said that the most important thing are my books, in the sense that he said, if you want to know me, know my books. Certainly he considered the Bhagavatam his life's work. Well, here's the Brahmachari, now sannyasi, who assisted him in his life's work. So, he's a very confidential, wonderful associate of Prabhupada. And whatever we like to speak about, we will do very great.
Expansion of Anantaya. That person we want to serve and become connected with after so many lifetimes and lifetimes of criminal activities is the process of devotional service, and especially the chanting of the holy name of Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And that process we have to receive from the acharyas who are transmitting it through the bona fide Shrampra system. So we have our parampara through the Goswamis, through the Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, through the Prabhupada, and Tamal Krishna Goswami Maharaj is continuing that same responsibility of transmitting this message, transmitting this process, and giving it to others so that they can pick it up and carry it. So this is the beginning point, initiation. And in the process of devotional service, the process and the goal are the same. So it's very fortunate that our goal is Govardhan, our goal is Vrindavan, and this is also our starting point. Hare Krishna.
Is a long time resident of Vrindavan. Lived here 20 years in a row, more than 20 years, nearly his home. This kind of devotional life has been spent here in Vrindavan Dham. And
It mentions that the root cause of us being bound in the material world is avidya, or ignorance. Because ignorance is also very much connected to our own desire. Because we desire not to be Krishna's devotee, Krishna, through the illusory energy to fulfill our desire, puts us in the illusion or ignorance that we are not a servant of Krishna. So the means of becoming liberated from this suffering and ignorance in this world, which is the source of suffering since time immemorial, is to awaken knowledge, transcendental knowledge. If you want to free yourself from ignorance, and that is somehow or other he took one mango that was meant for the deity, and his father chastised him because it wasn't offered. And his father said, "You've made an offense." And he was so receptive. His father was also his guru. He was so receptive to the will and direction of Krishna that came through his guru, that one instruction on a simple went right into his heart. His heart was so open that for the rest of his life, whenever his disciples would try to offer him a fresh mango, he would say, "No, I'm an offender." And we can see coming in our line, it's just like we can look at our line as an order. For example, we were talking about as an order of Vaishnavism, just like the Catholic Church has orders, and they have different qualities. We can see that quality in our line. How Srila Prabhupada, when he just heard from the beginning from his spiritual master, Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, that you should preach in the Western world. His heart was just open. It just, the instruction just came in. So this is the example. This is the goal. And this is the commitment we're making. And when you have that mood, that, like there's a Sanskrit word for servant of Krishna or Gopi Kinkari. What does that mean? It's the spiritual world. The spiritual world is focused on Krishna's desire. And this is the process of transcendental knowledge. So that commitment is being made today to be Krishna's servant and follow Krishna's direction, which is coming through the parampara. And that makes one a receptacle to transcendental knowledge that removes one's ignorance, removes one's suffering, and ultimately uncovers the soul. As Prabhupada said, the perfected state of the living entity is called the devotee, which
ultimately uncovers the soul. So it's a very auspicious day, it's an auspicious place to have this ceremony and make this this commitment, as Kesha Bharti says, at the temple where the curtain never closes. When it's getting a little late, the deities are still open, witnessing it. Prabhupada.
Thank you, Maharaj. Maharaj Swami, very dear servant of Prabhupada. I've had the fortune to work so closely with him over many years, and I've always found him to be a most humble and beautiful, loving God brother, servant of Prabhupada. He has worked and helped to establish our society's activities in a number of countries. Hong Kong, Taiwan, Philippines, China. And, also, of course, a number of these awful souls, they worship overnight Shilas.
All right. Who are just excuse me.
Yeah. While we're waiting for him to come, I will allow everybody to laugh before. So I will ask great Jai take part in the voice quite up front. Don Jai Prabhu is a long-time brother of mine. We served together. I'll tell you that when I came to the MVP, but
I'd just like to
the thing that Prabhupada also shared the microphone. So, still we will give part to some talk by introducing another speaker. And see what happens. We will introduce great Gopi Vrindavan Prabhu. Again, here we have another person who was intimately involved with the production of Prabhupada's books. As a more than a Sanskrit editor, he's very deep and wonderful Vaishnava and deep thinker as well. Great scholar. It's hard to know which of his abilities is more attractive. His ability as a scholar, his ability as a devotee, but both are very entwined. They both nourish each other. I remember having his association in Chicago in 1979. I was interested in the process, trying to understand the process of creation. He came there and we spent perhaps about a month together, translating different parts of the Bhakti. They were attractive, even in the subject we studied, such association, such a delightful person to be with. So, by our very good fortune, Kesha Bharti Jai Dvaita Maharaj of Vrindavan and have chosen Govardhan to be that place for churning out the standard literatures which Prabhupada wanted to see translated and commented upon. And the ongoing project of producing the Goswami literature now is coming to their hands. So it's quite a suitable place to do that. And I would prefer to go speaking
corporate aspect. It's entrance into the Sampradaya. One of the major significances of the initiation is that you're becoming a member of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's devotional line by accepting the initiation of the bona fide representative of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. This Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya was personally established by Lord Chaitanya. Lord Chaitanya himself walked down this Parikrama mark when he did Govardhan. I don't know here at this site 500 years ago, but he walked by here. And then, when he went back to Puri, he said, Rupa and Sanatana Goswami and other devotees appeared at Vrindavan to properly establish his devotional line. And of course, today is the appearance day, disappearance day, Srila Prabhupada Saraswati Thakur. He came little more than 120 years ago.
No. Yeah, 1870.
And we're very, very fortunate to be in this line. There are many Vaishnavas here. This area, Raj area. Most of them are in the Babaji line. Many of them are very sincere Vaishnavas. But their misfortune is that they cannot appreciate the glories of Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. He's a unique personality. One of the most intimate servants of Rupa and Sanatana Goswami, sent here to do the necessary at a crucial time. And he did very radical things, and therefore, even most Vaishnavas can't understand who he was and what he did. Because this is Kali Yuga, and the nature of Kali Yuga is that things are getting worse and worse. Even though the power of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Sankirtan movement is counteracting the effect of Kali Yuga, that's predicted to last for 10,000 years, golden age. But eventually, even that will be finished. After 10,000 years, the same opportunity will be there. But to be darkness. And even in the last 500 or so years, since Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's appearance, all these trying to sneak back in. The effects of ignorance and confusion have been there. And although Rupa and Sanatana Goswami came to Braja and set the perfect example of renunciation and very deep devotion to Krishna, constant absorption in Krishna's names and meditation on Krishna's Leela and his passages. And they were in the Paramahamsa Vesh. They were Babaji. But that standard is not easy to maintain, especially 500 years later. The difficulty is that in the Babaji line, to take initiation means to become Babaji. That means to become Paramahamsa, or to be recognized as Paramahamsa. And so, Bhaktivedanta Saraswati Thakur's very radical insight was that at this time, 500 years further into Kali Yuga, it's no longer so appropriate to be encouraging everybody to imitate Rupa and Sanatana Goswami. That the Paramahamsa Vesh should not be given to neophyte devotees. And instead, Things have changed. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was present, the Varnashram Dharma was still somewhat in place. Lord Chaitanya took birth in a Brahminical community in Bengal. Brahminical culture was still there. There was that support for spiritual life that the Varnashram social system gives. And nowadays it's gone. Brahmins are all corrupt, and everybody else is in confusion and ignorance. So Bhaktivedanta Saraswati saw the need, he was given that instruction by his father, need to reinstate the Daivi Varnashram system. And therefore, in Bhaktivedanta Saraswati's institution for preaching Krishna consciousness, and for giving support for individuals to become Krishna conscious pure devotees, he very radically, instead of giving everybody Paramahamsa Vesh, the Babaji initiation, he initiated his disciples as grihastas, brahmacharis, and sannyasis. He put on saffron cloth and white cloth, according to the ancient Varnashram system. Very radical thing. Still today, it cannot be accepted by many of the Vaishnavas. And so, running from one of the devotees,
have to write it. So what are the works about? He's also secretary of student in college. So we are coming to Jai Govinda Das. Actually, they're giving me by the connection of all of these people, I'm going to what a good person. Raman Das. Someone said that your family was Dr. Yashi. And so that's the Baal Das. Yeah, so we are giving you the name Kunjaki Shurdas. God brothers of this, Manamali and Manu Prabhu and Chintamani. These are three Manipuris and Purushottam. They took initiation in Mayapur, right? Mayapur, in 1978. So whoever is my disciple is the elder and his brother. And this is why becomes the elder, right? The elder sister. Took a long time to become the elder. Such a famous place here in Raja, and we therefore will always remember this place whenever we think of you. Those of you who have gone to Nandagam know the Pavan Sarovar is a place where Radha and Krishna, Krishna and Yasoda, so many good pastimes have taken place. So please become familiar with the lila of that place and be absorbed always remember. Pavan Sarovar, Devi Dasi Ki. Sukadev, we'll give you the guide after the so they're getting the second. And Kunjaki Shrine is the second. Vasi, the only rich Vasi, taking initiation, getting her second initiation, Dhananjaya Prabhu, Malaco Prabhu's daughter. Prabhupada always took great happiness in giving initiations to persons from unlikely backgrounds. Her family is a devout Muslim family, and of course, they were not exactly but I think gradually they have learned how much it accepted, but gradually everything. He's in Australia now, and and I do request, again I say to all of you, that you please take good instruction from qualified Vaishnavas. Don't think everything has to come from me. Everything's originally coming from Krishna. Knowledge is coming from Krishna. Krishna speaks to all who are qualified as Krishna. Take shelter from faith as you have faith. Don't think it's one last point while everybody's gathered is that my health is not as strong as I thought it would be. So I really think that I need the next days here without having the weight of so many of you here, even though I know you may be eager to be with me. But if you will kindly give me some time to recuperate my health, and better to be in Vrindavan and take shelter of the Dham. Otherwise, my nature being what it is, if I know you're here, I'll feel that I have to be obliged to spend time with you. And right now, it's very difficult for me to do that. I did that for the first week in Vrindavan, and I feel like I would be better if I could just be here and recuperate my health, and whatever extent I can, try to pray and do support to Bhaktivedanta So please don't mind if I make that request. Whoever came here to bus, go back to the bus. Don't hold it against me. There'll be other opportunities if I get strong and healthy. There'll be many years more we can associate together. And I promise that I will do everything that a good father should do. So, but for now, let me recoup my health and everything. That's what it is. I'm almost saying that now I'm going through the ceremony. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Jai Prabhupada.
Tamal Krishna Goswami Goswami
Now stand up with a banana between your paws again. Jai Sri Krishna, we can all stay together. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Jai Krishna, Jai Namo Namaha. Put it in there. Kirtan. Now those who are branded with the spirits, let me give on the spirits of the spirit.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.